So, you would expect when Microsoft screws up or when they do something stupid that they would try their best to, at least make it right as best that they can. But, again, this is something that Microsoft continually fails at. And, you have a lot of fans kind of revolting a little bit against this. And I can understand that because I know this is going to sound silly, but like for me, did I think Redfall was some great game? No, I don't think I ever said it was a great game. I thought after the patch it turned into a good, maybe decent game. But I still think that, especially when it launched, it was a mess. And I did play it, and I did beat it with a buddy of mine, and we had some fun playing it. But it just is what it is. The fun that we had was mostly because it was so bad. If that makes sense to people, like that's like a real thing. If, you have a game, you're playing it, it's just so bad. We had multiple glitches, enemies that wouldn't do anything or what have you. That they were just stuck there, just standing there. AI was terrible. But anyway, Microsoft made it seem like they were going to support the studio and let them fix it up while they potentially work on a different game. So obviously people are kind of upset about this, as Redfall is going to get no other updates. Not only that, but they were in the middle of working on an update to make an offline mode for that game, right? So you could play that game offline. Now, unfortunately, now it's just server-based, so yeah, if you bought the physical edition, it's a coaster. If you have the digital edition, at some point, that's going to get shut down and shut off anyway. So, yeah, like, things are not looking great. That's unfortunate. That means that game will probably get completely shut down. And, there again, you have Microsoft talking about game preservation, and then they do stuff like this. That would have saved the game. Right? Like, let's just be real. That would have saved the game, preserved the game, but it's not going to get any update. And people who paid for the DLC aren't even going to get their money back. They're going to get something called make good offers. So, yeah. And an email sent to the staff announcing the Redfall Arcane Austin will be closed. Microsoft announced that the studio's troubled vampire shooter will receive no further updates. Redfall's previous update will be its last as we end all development on the game. The game and its servers will remain online for players to enjoy, for now anyway, and they will make good offers to players who purchase the Hero DLC. The DLC referred to in the email was included in the $99 bite-back edition of the game and included the Hero Pass, which was originally promised to include 2 extra heroes, the content which has now been cancelled. The game was released on May 1st, 2023. The last mention of the content was made in patch notes for the game posted in November, which read, "We're continuing development of the Hero Pass, and we're excited to share more about Redfall's new heroes and other updates later next year." It's currently unknown what the make good offers actually are, but in June 2023, Xbox Game Studios boss Matt Dumbass Booty told Axios that there were no plans to close the studio and that support of the game would continue. Again, you have some people that work there say, "I just want to say that I love all the people at Arcane Austin so much. Great times, hard times. We went through so much together. Of course, today's news is terrible for all of us. Your talent will lift you up, and I will do anything I can to help." So the plan right now, he said, is that they are hard at work on updates and continued content for Redfall. Dumbass Booty claimed Redfall was getting quote-unquote good play in Game Pass. It was a miss, but how much of a miss? I want to support them to be able to keep working on delivering the game that they had in mind. I feel accountable that we could have done a better job with Arcane, Booty said, echoing comments of Xbox boss Phil Spencer. Redfall was the first major exclusive release by Bethesda under Microsoft's umbrella, and the game was met with piss-poor reviews, garnering a 56 rating on Xbox Series X. So, again, I think some of this was the negativity happened to be because, Microsoft realistically, they come out and announce this stuff, right? So they announced that, we're going to have this game and it's going to be 30 frames. So I think that has really kind of soured a lot of people because, that you have the most powerful console in the world and you're bragging about that and everything you do, and 4 years in, and it doesn't seem like it's been that type of thing. You know what I mean? Like the power just hasn't been used the way that it should be. You know, you're not prioritizing the frame rates. You're not doing the things that people kind of are looking for you to do, and that's like super unfortunate because, you know, at the end of the day, Microsoft continually lets down their fans, and that's like a really unfortunate thing. So now you have this situation where people who did, and who knows who bought it, like I have the bite back edition, right? But it's like, what is a make good offer? What what does that even mean? You know, like I think that's the thing that really kind of ticks people off, is like you're not even, you know, you could have let them or assigned somebody to work on making the game have some kind of preservation or whatever. And I don't think the game was terrible at all. I think obviously it was gonna never come back from like the hate train that was on there, but you know, why not have a situation where you know, you guys can have the game at least playable offline in case the servers do go down, because obviously that is something that could happen. You know, they're not going to keep those servers on forever. You know, games that are just online only get shut down all the time, and then we lose those games. So that's a really unfortunate thing when you see this stuff. So I hope that Microsoft learns from that, although it doesn't seem like, to be honest with you, that they learn very much from their mistakes. You know, they continually kind of make these mistakes over and over and over again. And so, you know, it's just one of those things where, as a fan of gaming, I'm just kind of looking at this and going, you know, this is really piss poor effort on their part. You know, I hope that they can kind of change things up and do something, because we really need all of these companies to be around and to offer their best. And I think Microsoft needs to figure out how they can do that and how they can be the best that they can be. You know, because obviously right now nobody's going to trust them with what's going on. So I hope that they can build that back. But like I've mentioned this multiple times before, the best way for them to do that is to change people, the entire leadership. You know, you want to be able to do that. You want to be able to kind of, and you're going to have to make some promise. You know, that's basically what it comes down to. So you're going to have to say, okay, well, here's the list of games that are multi-platform, you know, Call of Duty, Overwatch, blah, 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 blah. Future games from Bethesda, here's the exclusives. They're going to be exclusives. You know, maybe 20 years from now, they won't be, but, you know, for the foreseeable future, whatever, they're going to be exclusive to Xbox. There's a reason to own Xbox. You know, here's our list of games coming out, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the stuff that you have to do to kind of win people over, in my opinion. So what do you guys think about this? More bad news? Yeah, not exactly been a great couple of weeks for Xbox. Let me know what you guys think. I'll link this in the description. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.